Well, I guess the Nate the Hate leak was true. There's a reveal trailer posted 1 hour ago from Nintendo of America talking about the Switch 2 or giving the first look of Switch 2. I don't really keep up with how accurate leakers are. I do know that Nate the Hate was one of the ones discussing dev kits being sent out for Switch Pro like 3 years ago, and it never happened. Some of the big stuff like that I've kept up with. But anyway, here's the trailer. I got up, I saw it today, and I wasn't planning on making a video. That's why I look and sound the way that I do. But we're going to get into this. We're going to watch this and see what all they show, and then we'll discuss it. All right, let's see. So, I mean, based on the opening of that trailer, a lot of these factory leaks and these CAD files and things seem to be pretty accurate. Looks like this whole unit leaked, which I'm sure Nintendo's probably not very happy about because the Switch is bigger. The Joy Cons look bigger. I think instead of like a red and orange color scheme, I think that or blue and orange color scheme, I think that's supposed to be the red and blue. Same thing from the Switch. And the other pictures just weren't showing it well. If you look right here, they're playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so they definitely didn't leak any. I'm pretty sure that's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's the. Yeah. So they're playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They didn't leak any software here. I like the way that the Joy Cons attach and detach, and I'm all for that like sleek, like black with like sudden pops of color in it. But I really hope that all the accessories aren't going to be monotone like that. That's just me. Like, a lot of people were saying that the Switch 1 looks like a kid's toy because of all the colors, and you got this sleek black modern design. Um, But that's something we lost from my childhood that I really wish we could get back. Like the clear candy colored controllers and consoles, and everything had clear and colorful dyes added to it. I don't know. So 2025, duh, we pretty much figured that. Play Nintendo Switch exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. Okay, so there's gonna be Switch 2 exclusives. They're pretty much guaranteeing that, which duh, we knew that anyway. Plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible on the Switch 2. Details will be shared on the Nintendo website at a later date. Okay. So, some of the files, game files, like if you own the full digital library, like I pretty much own a full digital library. So I'm assuming that some of those games, third party ones especially, it's going to be up to the developer to port that over to the Switch 2. And if the game didn't do very well on the Switch to begin with, the odds are they're probably not going to do it depending on how much it would cost them, which means your whole library is probably not going to be attainable. If the Switch 2's cart reader, holds the Switch 1 carts, I don't know how it could not be fully compatible. But I guess we'll have to wait and see what they're discussing with that. There was something else here that I wanted to see. That thing is much bigger. I wonder if that was like actual 1-to-1 scale too. Like, so the next Direct is going to be on 4/2/25. So originally it was the Switch 2 is going to be announced in January and it's going to be released in March. They're going to do a 3-month run up and all this crap. I think that pretty much shuts that down. If they're doing a Direct in April, I don't think we're going to get this console before April, and I doubt we'll even get it in April. I'm fairly positive. The only thing I really got wrong in my prediction, I said that I thought it was going to come out or be announced last minute in March, towards the very end of the fiscal year for Nintendo. And it was announced in January, so, I can admit that I got that part wrong. But I don't think that they're going to release the thing before probably October or November of this year. I think it's going to be like a run-up to Christmas and the holidays and stuff. So I just don't see this thing coming out before then. It's definitely not going to come out in March. I would 99% certainty can say that, because they wouldn't have a Direct in April if they were going to unload the console, unless they were going to unload the console in March and then reveal software in April, which I don't think they're going to do that. It's definitely bigger. That button down there that had the C on it. The button down there that had the C on it, if you look, let's see if I can get this bigger. Is it just me, or there's no C there, right? I don't see a C there. My guess would be that either they took the C off, or in this rendering of it, unless this is an actual picture of it, not animated. They left it off somehow by accident. It's the only thing I can figure. So, with the way that the Joy-Cons attach and detach, one thing that makes me nervous is that long-toothed little dongle that's in there. When they go to plug that up, when you go to plug it in up, especially for like kids, like, you know how if you plug a Type-C into your phone the wrong way, wiggle it too much, it tears the port up. I'm just worried about that with the Joy-Cons, as far as those teeth in there having to go into the center of the Joy-Con and snapping in, which they've got it hollowed out, so it looks like it'll only go in like one way, but I mean, come on, anybody can screw something like that up, especially little kids. And I know I'm getting one. I'm definitely going to have to get one for my daughter too, because she plays a lot with me on like Animal Crossing and stuff like that, so that makes me nervous because she's tore up the rail system on hers. and I feel like the rails were sturdier than this is going to be, but we'll have to wait and see when we get our hands on it, right? So it's considerably bigger than the regular Switch. Like, much bigger. Which I guess is good for, like, people like my cousin. He's a real tall guy. He's got huge hands, so, like, with the Switch, that was always one of his complaints. He would pretty much only play it like when it was docked with a Pro controller because too small. Buttons too small. For somebody like me, it's not that bad. I will say they are small, especially when you have to flip them sideways and play like multiplayer, and you're passing them around the room. So Joy-Cons are bigger. The console tablet itself is bigger, but my God, at the bezel on that thing. Of course, the bezel on the original one was. I'm not 100% sure that's the actual bezel. I guess it would be. I don't think Nintendo would screw up like that, but like, if you look at this bezel on this, I mean, obviously on Switch 1 it was like way worse. Let me get in there, guys. Come on. See, the bezel's really thick right here on that left side and right side. It's thinner at the top and bottom. I don't know if that's the actual bezel. This looks way worse on this, like on the original Switch. But I guess we'll just have to see. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the big reveal? You know, we pretty much no software reveals. This is Super Mario Wonder. I mean, there's no big reveal on software. They didn't really cover any of the new features. They showed what the Joy-Cons do. They obviously showed that it's bigger. I mean, everyone pretty much knew all this anyway. It is nice to confirm it through Nintendo because with leaks, it's anybody could have thought they knew what they were talking about, got some wrong information, red herring Nintendo threw out there, and they could have been completely wrong. And the thing might not have been bigger and all that stuff. But what do you guys think? I don't know. I'm excited about the system, but I mean, the trailer really wasn't that big of a deal. I guess it's just cool to finally see Nintendo like hammer it down. At least we know the next Direct is in April, so we've got something to look forward to there. And that's probably when they're going to fully unveil it and all its capabilities and everything and release or announce some of the software that's coming up to it. That's probably my prediction. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.